baby. I want to thank you for joining the live stream. That's what we're going through today. You got to spend about an hour and a half with your boy who's in the building. I'm in the building. You in the building. We in the building. We're going to play some video games today. So here's what I'm going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to grab, I don't know, 5 people. Give me 5 people. Yeah, let's get 5 people. Make sure you send the link out to them. Get them a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I also want you to make sure you subscribe. It's your first time here. Subscribe for more content. Why? Because that's all we do here. We play video games. We play more video games. And we play video games. So let's dive right in. But I gotta ask you before we do. Are you ready? Because it's so. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, fish and birds, I don't care if you're an alien. You are about to enter the chosen Hola, como está mi gente? What is going on, my people? It is good to see you. Good to see you. You are in the chosen zone with Obi-Rose Kenobi, and this show is gonna be epic. What is going on, y'all? All right, so listen, first, let me apologize. Lo siento, mi gente. I had a meeting run over. It happens. I saw some things that literally blew my mind. Had a meeting run over. It happens, but I thank you guys for showing up. I thank you guys for hanging out. I see you guys are making the chat lively. Let's go ahead and look at the chat. Let's see who do we got in the building. All right, we got Cowboy here. He says this is gonna be epic. Oh man, you know how Cowboy does it. Sanchez is in the building. He says, "Vamonos." I know, right? I know, right? Tell me about it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the next person who was in the building, the honorary tribal chief from Monday Night Fights. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. A-Town Down Ron. Slusher is in the building. What is going on? Good to see you. All right, cool beans. Who else we got in the building? We got F the Cat. What is going on, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Who else we got in the building? Let's see. Mr. Urban. Yo, Mr. Urban, what is going on? It is so good to see you. You're hanging out right now with Hitbox Rose. Yes, Hitbox Rose is in the building. Obi-Rose Kenobi will be back sometime next week. This is Hitbox Rose. And let's see. What else we got going on? Let's see who we got here. We got... Oh, it seems like that's it. Oh, but ladies and gentlemen, let me bring in my first guest, the one, the only, Holtz. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
I've just been cancelling and buying and cancelling and buying. So that's what I've been doing in the gaming space.
Oh, okay. Oh, check this out. A 2-for-1 special. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him as the king of content. He's a cowboy.
What's going on? You know where Holtz go I gotta be? Come on, Holtz, I'm following you now. All right.
Oh, man.
The suspense, I've just actually pre-ordered Street Fighter 6 and I put them in Cowboy's Discord. You better be ready, you and Obi, because I'm going to be joining in the banter. I'm bring it. So hopefully by the time the game comes out, I might have to start getting my own little move sets in.
Okay.
I've seen how used to fight.
Well, one of us is good and one of us isn't. Well, I'll just leave that alone.
All right, so before I even address this, first, everybody out there, if you're out there, let's go ahead. Let's get this show started. You know what I love to say? Vida es un partido. Vamos jugar. Let's go ahead, like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. Just hit that button. It says subscribe. And, you know, we're always hanging out doing our thing. But tell the people we are live and in full effect. And let's go ahead and tweet that out so everybody can know. Anybody can join. You do know I pin at the top of the chat. There is a link. It is pinned. If you want to join the show, I'll see you when you come backstage. And we will let you in on the next segment, panel, or second. Whatever comes first. You know how it goes. All right, guys. So let me address what Cowboy just said. I want to address this.
Oh,
you got to ask yourself.
Just let it go.
You got to ask yourself a question. You got to ask yourself a true question. I'm eating my hair here. I am literally eating my hair. You got to ask yourself this question.
Okay.
What kind of a man would go out and get a hitbox? Why would he do that? Does he suck? No, he doesn't suck. But does he let his friend win so he can practice what does and what doesn't work online? To me, and this is credit to you, bro. Yo, I'm promoting you right now. You should be happy about this, all right? To me, it's like you're fighting the computer on hard, and I'm okay with that. That's how I look at it. It helps me grow.
Well, do you know what's so funny, Obi, is that I was watching some videos on the Hitbox, and it was trying to say with button presses, especially on where the sort of the stick would be, or like the analog stick. They were saying like why it's faster is because you don't have to press down and right. You can just do stuff like that. And then there was me watching Cowboy do these moves, and I was like, God, he must have light and fast reflexes if he's breaking the science of this hitbox. And I'm like, wow. And he's playing on controller.
Now let me ask host a question.
Hold on. Before you do that, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is about to be lit. Ladies and gentlemen, my guy, your guy, F the cat. What is going on, F cat? How you doing, bro?
Yeah.
F cat.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Okay. Just making sure.
Listen, I put the word out that I'm not doing the show till later. Host was F cat was like, hold on, we need our daily fix. So can I ask Holtz a question?
Yeah, sure. Ask him. Yeah, ask away.
So Holtz, there was this stream on Monday. It's called Monday Night Fights.
Monday Night Fights. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I was there, and there's this one guy. What's his name? Rose? What's that guy name?
I don't know who you're talking about. A lot of people showed up. The attendance of Monday Night Fights has been getting lit lately.
I can see what Cowboy's going to say. Cowboy's going to say, I let these bums win to actually build the ego, and then I came back the last fight. That's
I just want to ask Holtz a question. So Holtz, this one guy was clean and clock, beating me, beating Rose, he beating Amazon Ron, he was beating everybody, Holtz. So clearly he was the better man. Clearly. I mean, he's getting perfects, everything. Holtz, this guy was great. If you watched it, you was like, he is great. Let me ask you a question, Holtz. The very OB Rose said this is the last match, and it was me, happened to be the Cowboy King of Content versus this super great guy, right? This is 3 rounds in Tekken. Holtz, you listening? You listening, Holtz?
Go ahead.
It's 3 rounds in Tekken, Holtz. This guy beat me 2 straight rounds. This guy was demolishing, destroying everybody. Holtz, in your mind, that no one could beat him for over a half an hour. He won 2 rounds straight. He only needed once. In your mind, do you think he would have lost?
No, but I think I was laughing because Rose actually went, oh look, it's Rocky over here just coming back for the last round. Like,
hold on, I'm almost done. Rose, just let me. Hold on.
I want to recognize Rude Diggs is in the building. Yes, this is Hitbox Rose. And Holtz, you got another question coming to you. Do you sell feet pics? That is an interesting question to ask Holtz.
Hold on, let me. This last thing, Holtz. Go
ahead. Get it out, Cowboy. Get it out your system.
This guy's demolishing, beating everybody. He clearly was superior. He win 1 round, 2 rounds. All he needs is 1 more round. But the fact that Rose said this is the last one, the Cowboy won 3 rounds straight. It's like, wait, that shouldn't even be possible because the dude was beating the Cowboy the whole time. I want to ask you, host, how was this possible?
Listen, I think the guy must have got so fatigued all through an hour's stream, kicking everyone's that he just went, you know what, my wrist is sore now, and he's just That's where Cowboys came back. I mean, touche, 3 rounds coming back.
Here's what happened. This is what Cowboy doesn't know. And then from here, we're gonna jump into the first topic of the day. All right. Here's what happened. He gave the controller to his son. That's simple.
You would like that to be the case.
That's simple. But here's the crazy thing. His son took him the distance. He didn't get 3 perfects on him. He barely won those 3 matches.
Here's the crazy
thing.
You
barely won them.
Here's the crazy
thing.
Yo,
you know what you are right now? You know what you are? Yo, you are Tom Brady. And you just went home, bro.
You know the crazy thing is, someone who was winning that much, You know, no way in hell they was gonna let somebody like me. I said it. I said I'm not a sore loser. I'm a sore winner. Don't you ever lose to me, because you
He
and
is a
your
sore
mom
winner.
and your grandma
He
in
is
the
a
dog
very sore
falling
winner.
down, can't get up. He's gonna hear it. So I'm done.
Let me tell you something. I need to address this in the chat real quick. Mr. Urban, I want you to know something. Mr. Urban, every time I play Tekken, I take it easy on my friends. I consider you my friend. But Mr. Urban, the first time I fight you, I want you to know you've been running your mouth. It's time to cut a promo on you. You know who you messing with? You not talking to Obi Rose Kenobi. Yo, you talking to Hitbox Rose. I'm gonna need you to put some respect on Hitbox Rose. It's that simple. All right? Anybody who tells you they could really beat Obi or Hitbox Rose,
Do you know
they're
what?
lying.
Do you know what? I'm gonna
You're
kick
lying.
Hitbox Rose so hard his hair's gonna go back into a sleek back. You
Woo!
in that instant,
Yo,
he's
I
like,
love it.
Sonic
I love
booms.
it.
Sonic booms.
I love it.
He's gonna look like Blanca when I'm finished with him. With
Yo.
no Kyle.
So it's funny you say that. So y'all know Lethal. Lethal's out in Greenland right now. Shout out to Lethal, serving his country. Shout out to you,
man.
Lethal. And Lethal, I sent him a picture, right? I sent him a video. I'll try to make him laugh. He gonna put in the group chat, he gonna say, who let Blanca out? So Lethal, thanks, bro. You and Holtz got it together, all right?
I didn't see that, but I was just thought when I was.
Oh man, that's how it goes.
I don't appreciate Mr. Ermero. I heard him on Clive thing talking about I used to beat the cowboy in Power Rangers. Let me tell you something, bro. I sent you to the dungeon so hard you had to spend your life to come back and beat me.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, 809 line is in the building. What's good, my dude? Como está, mi hermano? All right, let's see who else we got in the building. All right, so listen, guys, we got to get the show going. We are having a blast. We might be here a little later tonight, yo. This is actually pretty cool. So check this out. Let's look at the first game. All right, he says Street Fight. You know what, Amazon? That's funny. That's no good. That's no good. That's no
That's
good.
not right.
Oh man. Oh, listen, Mr. Urban, they're coming at you right now. I want you to know that. But they love you. They love you. Oh, they got they're having. All right, there they go. There they go. Yo, they having a blast right now. All right, so let's get into this. All right. So we all know Hogwarts is coming. Gonna ask all three of y'all a question. We're gonna go 5 minutes or one round each, 5-minute time limit. And here we go. All right. So one, are you getting Hogwarts? If I can get the word out. Are you guys getting Hogwarts?
Already pre-ordered it on PlayStation 5, cancelled the PlayStation 5, then pre-ordered it on PC because it was going to Steam Deck as well. So I've already got my copy paid and done.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
You see that, right? You see that example.
You know what I mean? I've already got my Gryffindor scarf.
Reliable.
I've already got my Gryffindor scarf on, my little robe when it happens. And
you see what I'm talking about? Yo, my man is ready to go. He's like, bring it on, Harry Potter. He's not mad that there's no multiplayer. No, that's Hitbox Rose who's mad. All right, Cowboy, are you getting this? I know you're gonna GameFly.
I already got it on my GameFly list, baby.
See?
I will have the game. Don't you worry about that. Lion asked me earlier. Lion said, are you even interested? I said, hell no, but I'm going to play it.
Cowboy, when you get Hogwarts Legacy, is Al going to swing the GameFly to your house and post it for you?
I'm going to get my wand and open up the window. It's going to fly right in.
So yeah, there's some good stuff coming out on Hogwarts Legacy actually that I'm really, really loving. All right, so listen, FCat, you get in this game?
Nah, I'm not Harry Potter.
Okay. All right. So we know where FCat stands on this.
Yeah, but he might hate Harry Potter, but this is not Harry Potter, is it? It's the Wizarding World. No, Harry Potter's not in it, is it? It's hundreds of years before.
Yeah, this is true. You might make an appearance. All right. So listen, it says you guys can actually get sorted into your houses now. What I want to ask you is, but I want to loop all the Harry Potter tweets together. This was the first Harry Potter tweet. What do you guys think about that? Like the fact you can be sorted into your class right now. Have any of you tried to loop it in or tried to do this?
No, but I feel like I want to head over and do it now.
No.
Yeah, it's a thing. You can
pick Slytherin for me.
Cass
So
said pick Slytherin for him.
is it like an app like Saints Row had where you could build your boss before the game came out?
You know what's crazy? I didn't actually click the link.
No, it's
Okay.
just a website that automatically places you in whatever house, and you're in that house when
Yeah,
you
let's
start
see.
the game.
Yeah, I didn't actually click the site to do it. I was reading an article though. But I think they have like a link where you can click and it will take you there to do it. But I personally I'm trying to wait. And the reason I'm trying to wait is simple. I feel like I want to get the full experience of this game. And I'm going to continue to complain about this. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a 9 out of 10 across the board. Because you know they can't give anything a perfect 10 for 10.
Right.
But I think the only thing that's going to suck about this is there's no multiplayer. I have yet to see. That is like a bummer. Like, who would want to, like, and this is like, why would I want to do this alone? That's like the big negative knockoff for me.
You know what that tells you, though?
The
You know what that
only
tells
Harry
you?
Potter game that I liked was the Quidditch one.
Oh, that's in that. Yeah, that's in that game,
That
actually.
was like, yeah, that was old school.
So you know what that tells you? That tells you that multiplayer games isn't that easy to pull off. And I think look at Sony, right? Xbox players all day. Ah ha ha ha. Sony got no multiplayers, but they put out banger after banger
After banger,
after banger,
after banger, after banger, after banger, after banger.
Well, with this, with the house, when I play games like this, I'm so excited that I don't really design my character. So I would just click randomize, and that's how I play a game. I follow the character. So even though I like Gryffindor, I think I'm just going to press random, and if I get like Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, or whatever, I think I'm just going to just stick with that, and I'll play the role that's being given to me. I'll let the hat decide, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to laugh at that. I want to laugh right now. We need to get it. We need to get somebody to start taking comments on this. Like, this right now, I want you to know right now, this right now is, oh man, Cowboy, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to give you access to the channel so you can pin this. This right now is comment of the hour. Let's see if anybody can top this comment right here. Let's read it out loud. Who wants to play a game where you have to go to school? I graduated high school already years ago. Rudig, you just busted my whole Harry Potter dreams, bro. I was going to get on the broom. I was going to fly. Yo, I was going to Expelliarmus and all that, bro. I was going to have a blast. But you got me going back to school to sit and read and
Rose, we're going to Hogwarts after class. We're doing night classes, Hogwarts for adults.
Okay, all right, yeah, we're going. All right, cool. I could dig it. Yeah. We're gonna have a blast. So speaking of this Harry Potter game, we get these great specs, right? Info about Hogwarts Legacy PS5 version. We'll have a 60 frames per second mode or 4K ray tracing mode. DualSense features with the haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. Confirmed to use the broom to fly around. This is where I think this game is going to excel. 3D audio is there. That is just going to, like my headphones that I have right now, these are 3D headphones. And I'm going to tell you, so I got these headphones because my man was like, yo, go and get these skull candies. They got a super bass boost. I was playing this game called Control, and he was telling me how he turned up everything. And when he was playing this game, he was literally like, he thought like it was right there. So I was like, yeah, right. Like, I'll give it a shot. So I get these headphones or whatever, right? Next thing you know, I started playing Control. I played it during the day. I tried it one time at night. It was like, never again. But the following day, I remember playing Spider-Man, the Miles Morales. And I went all the way to the top of the Stark Tower, whatever it's called, the Avengers Tower, and there was an airplane coming by, and I could literally hear that. I heard a pigeon as I was falling hit the Doppler effect, and that is amazing.
Well, I wanted the PlayStation 5 Pulse for the same effect, the 3D effect, but then they actually said the last gen headphones, the gold headphones for PlayStation 4, was still supported with 3D effects.
Oh, really?
So I thought, wow, what's in white? The PlayStation 5's in white. I'm going to keep it and have an aesthetic and still have the 3D environment. So I think I'm down for all that as well.
Rose, just to let you know, I actually sent you another topic if you want to touch it at some point. I know you already got stuff, but it's a lot of news. I'm not doing my regular show today. I figure I hand you some news, and I got something else too for you.
Cowboy, I want you
I
to do
got
something.
some news.
Yes,
I
sir.
got some news.
I want you to do something for me, Cowboy, as I'm going through these comments because I'm kind of speeding through them, trying to
Yes,
get
sir.
to everybody's. We are also looking for a comment to outbeat Rudigs right now. So, why don't you just bring the topic up, bro? As long as
Well,
it's
I
not
inboxed you. I inboxed you on Twitter since you're already on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Oh, whoa. I don't need people. Y'all
Oh
can't
yeah. All
see
right. My bad. My
Twitter
bad.
inbox. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Shoot,
Yo,
There
he
you go.
bugging
I
at
do
the
the same
moment.
thing.
Like,
Hey, host,
yo,
tell
I've
him,
been
host.
like, yo,
Host,
really,
that's
yo?
what we do
I
with our
got messages
Discord.
between me and my wife in
No,
there.
no.
Like, come
That's
on,
what we
man.
do.
Like, yo.
Now, Rose, we get it. That's about Discord. I'm always like, whoa, host is like, whoa, we can't show our Discord.
Oh,
Whenever
yeah.
I go to
Yeah,
share stuff.
we need to talk about that.
Y'all gotta
Yeah,
be in the
I saw
Discord to see what goes on in the Discord. And it's open to anybody, but we don't show the Discord.
Yeah. We need to we can talk about that. Listen, if we start talking about that now, that's taking us through the whole show. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, we need to talk about that. Go ahead. You can bring it up, Cowboy. I'm gonna go through these
No, but I inboxed you on Twitter if you want to pull up the article and share it. Is what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'll mention it, but you can pull it up on the screen.
My bad, bro. My bad.
You didn't get what I was putting down.
Nah, I didn't get what you was putting down because you always running your mouth. Tell them why. Tell them why.
I'm a cowboy. Oh man.
Laid it across the table for him. He couldn't even knock it out the park.
Check this out. Microsoft is laying off 10,000 people today, including in its gaming division, such as Xbox and Bethesda. This means layoffs arrives exactly 1 year after Microsoft announced plans to purchase Activision Blizzard for $69 billion. Does this not, have I not been saying Microsoft or Xbox is the new Stadia? So it's controversial, but they starting to remind me of a platform that the last day is today. It's quiet.
So, well, maybe they wanted to keep these people initially because they thought the acquisition was going to go through, and now because all spanners in the works, he just went, well, we can't keep you because it doesn't look prosperous for us anymore. So don't blame us, blame the other companies that, you know.
That's blocking, right?
They're
like, blame Sony.
The deal's still in swampy water.
Y'all are wild.
Well,
the Activision deal's still in swampy water, so I mean, it's not really going anywhere so far.
I mean, I hope these 10,000 people can actually get jobs because there's no good time to be laid off, is it? Especially in January after the holidays and January blues, and you found out you're getting laid off.
All the people that got laid off for Stadia, I mean, it sucked for them too. But what's your thoughts, Rose?
So I was about to go there. This is really sad. I felt bad for the Stadia employees. I really did. They did, you know what I mean? People, mortgage their homes every day, and I get it. Nothing's owed to you. Trust me, I get it. But it's like these people are smart enough to probably make a lot more than what they make. They're doing this because this is their passion. And to kind of take that away from them, you don't know if it's the company trying to act like they have less than what they really do, so they can basically try to force this sale to go through with PlayStation. At the same time, Microsoft, exactly. At the same time, I'm just like, I think the days of the Xbox, I know people are going to say I'm crazy. Xbox got less than 10 years. I will be shocked if in the next 10 years, Xbox isn't the new Sega. Because of their gaming, like the way they're going, you don't even need an Xbox. Just go get Game Pass and get a computer. You don't even why would you continue to manufacture? At the end of the day, you got to make money.
But wouldn't that be sad in the gaming space, just seeing Xbox gone, Nintendo's doing handhelds, and the only consoles left is PlayStation, and you'd be like, well, it's either PlayStation or PC now. What's what I'm going to do?
Yeah, but listen to what he said.
PlayStation is probably going to take over PC.
Hold on. Listen to what he said. He said 10 years. So 10 years from now, cloud gaming might be a very, very popular option. It is viable now, but it might be even more viable and popular. So at that point, it'd just be video game platforms. You would just say, oh, you could play it on a like right now, right? Where you watching Netflix? You don't even ask somebody where they're watching Netflix. But you just assume I'm going to watch Netflix. That might be my phone. I'm going to tell you
when cloud gaming is taking off. This is exactly when cloud gaming is taking off. You heard it first here, folks. I promise you. When Sony takes cloud gaming serious, the game is done. The only people that will be able to rival if they take it serious will be Apple, and they probably won't because they make too much money on the phone. I'm telling you now, when
Well,
Sony
Apple
takes it
will make the
serious,
next
it
Stadia.
is over.
Apple will make the next Stadia. There you go.
Listen, let me tell you something. I think if Apple took video gaming serious and took let Apple come out with a console, it'll cost as much as what is it, the 4090 or whatever?
Right.
The 40 is like $5,000. Oh, it'll cost probably
No, it's
65, 75.
1500.
15, okay.
1500.
Oh, 1500. Yeah, listen, let Apple make a console. I guarantee you that console will be $3,500. But guess what? I guarantee you it'll be the best thing that ever happened. The only rival to video games right now, if they wanted it, is Apple. In all seriousness, and just look at some of their presentations, what they're doing with their computers, some of these games that they're showing. Take a look at that. It looks so visually amazing. They got it, but I don't think that's their market. Their market, like they know their lane. But I'm telling you, when Sony says, you know what, yo, we are going to blow this cloud, I guarantee you, it shuts everything down.
Well, so the news that came out this week, or I think it was the end of last week, is that the rumor is in March, PlayStation is upgrading their cloud. They're gonna allow you to stream, and you said it, Rose. You and me had a conversation. You said, "Bro, wait till they start doing PlayStation 5 in the cloud." I said, "Bro, they ain't doing PlayStation 5 games in the cloud for a long time." Well, guess what? March is supposed to be that thing if the rumors are true. Now that would be doing it on your console, but here's what's cool. Imagine you go to buy a game and you're like, oh man, it's 85 gigs, and it say, or you can stream it right now, and it's the PlayStation 5 version. You might be like, okay, I might download it in the background, but I can play it right now, the whole game, and don't have to download half of the game and wait for the multiplayer. That'd be cool.
No, these Sony fanboys are going to go, never. I'm never going to try the cloud. I'm just going to wait until it downloads on my hard drive, my SSD. Never.
So here's the thing. I'm
Options
getting,
good.
I heard this rumor.
Microsoft is showing us that options is
The
good.
Problem,
It just
the
gives you
problem,
options. You can
guys,
do it or
the
you
problem,
can't do it.
guys, is the fact that it's PS5 games to a PS5, when on xCloud you can stream and Series X on any device.
No, but listen to what Rose said.
No,
Rose said,
listen.
what's the point of buying an X? That's what I've been saying. It's called brand supremacy. The moment you allow people to get your games without being on your platform, then your console is useless.
I'd mention this.
Well,
I don't care about PlayStation 5 streaming on PlayStation 5.
I think
It's
Xbox
gotta
is
be on the
more
telly or PC.
looking at it as a way of letting everybody play, and Sony's being more greedy about it. Like, oh, you have to go out and buy this.
Listen,
That's
let me
not
tell you
greedy.
where nice
Oh,
guys
you-
finish.
you-
Let
you're
me
here to
tell you
make
where
a-
nice guys
Hey,
finish.
let
Take it
them
from a
know,
nice
bro.
guy.
Let them know.
They finish last. And let me tell you something. Microsoft, I'm being dead serious. I don't feel like, and this is not a knock at anybody who's an Xbox fan, because trust me, your boy is one. All right. I want to throw that out there. I don't favor to one or the other. If you got a good game, I'm playing it. It's that simple. No more, no less. Like the only reason I don't have an Xbox today is because I know I can get the Game Pass on my PC. I'm just waiting to save my free 90-day trial, so I can play. I cannot remember the name of that game, but I want to play it so bad. High on Life. I want to play that game. That game is crazy looking. Okay. So anyway, my point is this. Listen, we're coming to a generation now where as people like me, we're starting to become dinosaurs. We have to learn to adapt. And if you don't adapt, then guess what? You say, cool, I don't want that. But guess what? PlayStation 5 is not marketed, believe it or not, to me or to Holtz or to Cowboy. You know who they're marketed to? Believe it or not, my 5-year-old kid. What do you think? And you want to know why they're marketed to your 5-year-old kid? It's simple. They see it on TV. They see it on Nickelodeon. They see it on Cartoon Network. You go and buy one. They see it every day. They see you having fun. You're creating the next generation of gamers. And all the frustration and things that they're seeing, oh man, that's stupid. He's got to download this. Man, what if we could just get this game from the cloud? And eventually PlayStation is going to take it serious and be like, okay, here we go. Boom. Straight up cloud gaming. And it's
Do you know what? I still couldn't convince my nephew, who's 9 now, who's a big football fan. He loves the English football. And he was always playing FIFA. Every time he went out the house, he played it on his iPad as well. He was part of the library, and he always played FIFA. Loved it on the go. But when he was in the house, he never ever turned his PC on or his iPad to play FIFA. It was always the PlayStation 5. My brain was always like, you do know it worked on Stadia? And he was like, nah, but if that's where my friends are, I was like,
it's just not his thing yet.
So speaking of cloud, I got some news out of GFN. They've been tweeting like crazy, talking about the ultimate things coming soon,
Might be
and
tomorrow.
supposedly the 240 hertz reflex thing is supposed to be coming like very shortly.
What if tomorrow GFN announced that they took over the Stadia server, the Stadia data centers, and
that would be just insane. Like
merge
that
like
would be
GFN and
legit.
Stadia?
It'd be like something out of the Matrix. Agent Smith just goes into the data centers. You are all GeForce now. Just
You're all GeForce now. Rose, I put one picture in there because I got one last story that I'm curious to hear you and Holtz to say it live too. I put a picture, and just put that picture up. Now, what this is, guys. Now, check this out. The specs came out for. We'll just talk about Returnal and for Spoken, but let's talk about for Spoken. For Spoken, in order for you to play this on a PC,
At maximum settings.
you have to have, if you want to play it, okay, if you want to play it on PC at 1440p at only 30 frames per second, you'll need a PC to have a 3070 and 24 gigs of RAM. And if you want to play it at 4K 60 on a PC, you'll need a PC that be a 4080 and have 32 gigs of RAM. And they say 13% of PC owners have, only 13% of PC owners have 32 gigs of RAM. So here's what I'm saying. Those are some beefy PCs in order to play this game. And those PCs going to be fairly expensive, but you could do that on a PS5 just about, because the PS5 will allow you to play for Spoken at 1440p 60 and 4K 30.
and no, but
I don't
you're
know,
missing
'cause
you're missing
they
the
said
point.
the
Hold on,
demo.
let me hear
No,
Holtz. Let me
wait.
hear Holtz.
They said the demo was 40 frames per second.
Yeah, that's the demo.
I
Not
know
the real
you're missing the
game.
point.
Go
You're
ahead,
missing the point. Right? Everyone focus on resolution, frame rates, like it's the most standard. Why you need that much RAM to run max settings on a PC is because the 4K textures in the game are going to be native rendered textures, and all the settings is going to be maxed out. On a PlayStation 5, yes, you might have a resolution and a frame, but your quality of textures could be extremely low. All the other settings could be set to low or optimized to a medium at best to give you that standard, what upscaled 4K 60. So in the end, a lot of people focus, like I said, resonant frames, but they're missing a lot of quality that makes the game. I mean, I know PlayStation 5 games look lovely, but if you compared it directly to the PC 32 gigs with the 4K native textures, it's going to be day and night difference.
You think so?
But people are going to say, as long as the resolution looks tight and the developers have optimized to run on the PlayStation, that's all you believe. But there's so much more going in the background. If you try to do that on a PlayStation 5, it'll blow up.
So listen, that also goes to hope that their display is up to date as well. Because you can have all this and put it on a 1988 big box TV. It's real quick, Ron, I want you to know, I want to throw this out there while we're in discussion, because we are still in cloud discussion. Ron says, just wait till Nintendo takes cloud seriously. We're going to have 30 days of a PlayStation stream.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know about that. No, listen, I think they might rival, but I don't
think
know.
Since I played Stadia 3 years ago, the ultimate dream was to have the Nintendo Switch have cloud. And I've always said that once that thing goes 5G and offers a service, that handheld, it's just going to be amazing in what it could offer. Well, not this handheld, the next iteration of the Switch will be amazing if it offers cloud support.
They should put a Chrome browser into it.
Going for a PlayStation 6. What is going on? Good to see you in the building. Glad you could be here. Oh, Rock is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? Good to see you. Glad you could make it. All right, let's see. Who else? He said Nintendo has 2 studios. They're happy in their lane. Listen, you know why Nintendo does well? And this is Nintendo's formula. Nintendo is a firm believer of what the greatest, you guys want, or if, let me rewind. I can't say what I want to say because I would probably get canceled. One of the greatest rap lyrics of all time. I'm going to get canceled after I say this. I know it. One of the greatest rap lyrics of all time came from Will Smith when he said, "If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it." And guess what? Nintendo took some advice. They
Yes, they
create Jump Fund, and guess what? They are a billion-dollar industry, I believe. So yeah, thank you. All right.
Well, let me say this real quick. Hey guys, hit that like button. We got 7 people watching, only 4 likes. Come on, man. Somebody hit that like button. Look at that afro. You gotta like it. You gotta like it.
You know, I'm from the 70s, you know. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. Get down tonight. Oh, you can't tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk.
I come in the door. I'm whooping Rose. He get mad. I put my pose.
Oh man.
But there's going to be things on this for spoken stuff like that where you're going to use like DLSS and stuff like that to affect the sort of performance requirements needed, and you're going to get an upscale 4K. But like I said, to get that 4K with that 30, it's definitely native textures. And anyone that's on a PC game will tell you textures are the be all end all. So when you're going to see comparisons, it's going to matter.
That's what we need to see. We need to see them comparisons. But if this is what,
because in the end, remember, like like I said, even the Hogwarts is going to have 32 gig, but Hogwarts is going to be on Steam Deck and it's going to be on the Switch as well. So.
I'm sorry. We got to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, 2 things we need to do. Let's acknowledge our honorary tribal chief, Ron Slusher. He's doing good things. He's killing people, ladies and gentlemen, in the game. I'm going to start hanging out with Ron more. Hey, Ron, he whooped my tail on Monday Night Fights. When I start doing like Call of Duty Fridays, I need you on my team, bro. I'm just saying. All right. With that being said, guys, we got to vote up this right now. We got to vote this. People on the panel, if you're on the panel, you get the vote. All right. This is the funny comment close to Rude Diggs' school comment. I always get nervous when Rock arrives because I feel like he can read what I'm typing.
Is Rock psychic?
Rock, what do you think, Rock? What do you think, Rock? Oh man, that's hilarious. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue. I'm sorry, I just thought that was hilarious. Interesting how Activision now has a valuation of $68 billion, all because of Microsoft offering to buy them when they knew they couldn't. See, that's what I'm saying. And then you lay off more people, and it becomes I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, guys, gotta ask you this. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Gotta ask you this. Have you guys seen the show Velma? Have you guys seen this yet?
No, staying away from that.
I've heard about it, but
oh man, can we talk about this?
When he said there was no Scooby Doo because it's going to be an adult thing, I was like, I'm out. Scooby Doo get kicked out of his own show.
It's weird.
Listen, I want to say this. I've seen the first 2 episodes. I personally think this is hilarious. I'm being dead serious.
Is it hilarious in all the wrong reasons, or you actually find it hilarious?
Yeah. And like the way they take like a jab at like all these things that are now culture norms is like hilarious. Like there was this one line, I'm trying to remember exactly what happened, and she was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get canceled faster than I don't remember what it was." She said something super crazy, and it was like, oh wow, like they were really doing something, and I was like, okay, I can dig it. But this is where I think the problem lies, in my personal opinion. I think a lot of people hate this because this show is so great to me. Mindy Kaling, I believe she wrote, and she's the one who plays Velma. I love Mindy Kaling. I think she's hilarious. I think she's funny. You gotta I think you just gotta understand her humor. Every comedy, every comedian isn't funny. You know what I mean? But if you understand their humor, they get it. And to me, this is amazing. I'm not gonna hold you. I was laughing. I'd watch it again 3 times on Tuesday if I had to. I love this. I thought it was hilarious. But you guys aren't feeling this?
No, I seen a snip like Daphne was saying, like, why can't I'm a white girl that's selling cocaine and stuff like that. And I thought to myself, this mystery gang now is just like, it's just blowing it out of the water what they're saying, and it's like, I know they say it's for adults, but I was
it is. It definitely is.
When you say adult, for example, if I wanted an adult Scooby Doo, for example, I would have the cast where like Shaggy's a stoner. going to Taco
Right.
Bell with Scooby Doo,
Right.
and Fred's a friggin' narcissist, and no, I'd rather have that. But once you took Scooby Doo and then you're implementing stuff now that is blowing the sort of foundations, what makes the Scooby Gang, it makes me think
So-
that it's not the characters that I want to look at.
Yeah, I'm with hosts
So
because
listen,
they
I'm
already
not gonna
had
spoil
cliche
anything.
characters where they felt like people always say like, oh, if kids really knew what they talked about on Scooby Doo, oh, Scooby and Shaggy it'd just be smoking weed, and then like you'll watch it, be like, oh, I think they are. I think hosts have a good point. Why they didn't play on what we always thought, but they was hiding it, but really put it out there.
So listen.
So that already happened in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah, it really did. If you guys remember, but guys, hold on. I think this is what you're missing, right? This is a different perspective, right? We have no problem with it happens in our comic books, right? I'm pretty sure the Joker is pregnant in a comic book somewhere right now, and I'm being dead serious. So we don't have any. So why can't we do it here?
No, my point was, for example, why have something that was already established in like the Scooby-Doo franchise and stuff like that? They could just made a different comic or a different story that had a different character. But what they done was they attached themselves initially onto Scooby-Doo or Velma to try and hit the marketing, and the marketing sort of reacted back by saying, Why are you doing this? I know you like it, but you could have created a different TV series that people would have loved without attaching it to a beloved franchise.
So check it out. It really is. If it's really what you're asking for. Well, it's not what you're asking for, but it is what you're asking for because
how
it's
can
not
two things
Scooby.
be the same, but they're not.
Because it's now Scooby Doo. It's Velma.
Yeah,
this
but
is a
I'm
take
trying to.
on
I think that
Velma's
because they're so attached, the group was so attached together as a group of friends. Even like some of them could have been lovers, I guess. Maybe.
But
I felt
that's
like
the thing. They're attached in the show. That's why I'm like.
I just feel like I just feel like Velma could have been a Velma that was not Velma from Scooby Doo, for example. It should have just been a different franchise that wasn't trying to captivate. So in the end, people are tuning in because they think it's Scooby Doo or they think it's the characters that we know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's like they're almost using the brand Scooby Doo
it's like
to
what people
trick you
do
and reel you in.
I've seen in Hollywood movies where the movie would have been a success or an okay success if they just followed a different name. But then what they do is they dangle money in front of directors and say, if we use a popular name like Lord of the Rings or something like that, can we sort of just adapt our story to a Lord of the Rings? And it gets a bad backlash. But if it was just a story that stood on by itself with its own franchise name, I think it would have been successful. And I feel that's the same. I think what you're saying is the Human of Velma would be more successful if it was just a show with a different name and the character was called Velma, or had similarities to a nerdy girl.
You know what, Obi?
What's going on?
From listening to the critics about this, I probably wasn't gonna watch this, but from your description and from somebody who watched it, I'll probably give it a shot.
Listen,
and if it
all I'm gonna say,
it grabs me.
Listen, all I'm saying is this.
It grabs me, you know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is this: go into this and don't look for Scooby Doo. Right. Go into this like this is an adult cartoon.
Yeah, I expect that.
Don't expect.
Adult cartoon, you got me right there.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hunger Force. Hunger Force.
I didn't know that Scooby was drawn as that guy until like 2 days ago. I had seen this last week, and I was like, "Oh man," because I was like, "Oh man, I wonder if they're ever gonna introduce Scooby." And I didn't know that until I was going through this, and I was like, "Oh, this is supposed to be the." And I'm okay with it, but you'll see why. You'll be like, "Yo, this is like," and it's like for me, it's like kind of really cool. Like you get to see it from a. I thought it was great. Yeah,
I don't know if y'all watched this cartoon, but it was called The Critic.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's adult.
He's got it.
That was adult cartoon.
He's got it.
Yeah,
He's got it.
It's simple for me. I just don't watch cartoons anymore. So I'll just listen.
I don't know. I mean, I've tuned in like to Harley Quinn and stuff like that.
I saw the Aqua Teen.
It is on HBO Max.
One of the Aqua Teen movies recently, and I thought it was funny.
Listen, I haven't watched Aqua Teen in years. Oh man, FCAT bringing up some good.
I'm the same as
FCAT. Right there.
I'm the same as FCAT. Like I can't trust people on certain platforms on the internet, but if you said it was good, Rose. I think, like, once again, I'll trust your view.
I don't trust Rose. Don't.
Oh, here
do
we
it
go.
to
Rock,
yourself.
listen, if you do
It's
want to
tricky
join,
to get a
Hold-
good
hold-
adult
F-
cartoon going.
FK, give me 1 second. If you do want to join Rock, it is pinned at the top. Anybody can join at any point in time. Make sure you do like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be a part of the show. Be a part of history.
I
as
want
I'm
to hear
stamping my
Rock
impression.
do his famous Scooby.
I kind of do too. If you guys
That's
listen,
cool.
if you guys want to hear Rock do his famous Scooby-Doo impression, put Rock in the chat. Just blow him up. Just at Rock Show right now. Hold on. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna kick it off right now. At Rock, if I can type today. At Rock Show. Nope, I can't type today. My bad. All right, there we go. Yeah. All right. So yeah, back to the show. So listen, all I'm gonna say is this: the show. I thought it was decent, right? I thought it was hilarious. Then again, I am a fan of the Venture Brothers, so I kind of went into this with the mindset of, oh man, this. I hope this turns into the new Venture Brothers.
Well,
Like,
what's that
Doc
one?
Hammer
What's
is
that one with
hilarious.
the spy? What's that one with the spy? Forgot the name of it.
In the Venture Brothers?
No. They got this adult cartoon. It has a spy on it. He's like a spy, and he goes around and he does it with like a whole bunch of chicks and crazy stuff.
Archer.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Archer is my show.
My brain was
Archer.
I was like,
Sterling Archer is my I love Archer. I'm not even gonna lie to you, that is like one of the funniest TV shows I have seen in my life. Oh yeah, Holtz, do you watch Archer?
My friend watches Archer. I've seen a few episodes of it. That's why I knew the name. I was trying to focus.
Listen,
I know what one he's on about, but yeah.
Yeah, listen, I want to. If I could suggest a cartoon. It is obviously an adult cartoon, so I'm not soliciting for anybody who's not an adult to watch the show. But the show is hilarious, and the fact, I mean, obviously, I'm not spoiling anything. No spoilers, because there are true plots in Archer, but no spoilers. But obviously, Archer is a drunk idiot, and that's like the whole funny gimmick about the whole thing. It's like, yeah, right, and the fact that he, plays Danger Zone, I'm like, which is funny. At my wedding, the guys came out to Danger Zone, which was like really, really awesome because I had been watching Archer heavily, and I'm like, that's what I'm talking about.
Adult Swim. I think that's where
Archer
we got it on this over the year.
Oh, you guys got it on Adult Swim? Because I'm gonna say Archer's on FX over here. So I don't know if you guys have FX.
So maybe it's transitioned to FX.
It's FX. Archer's FX.
Yeah, Archer is on FX. All right, guys. Now I'm going to ask a controversial video game question. And this one hurts. I saw this. I had to tweet it because I want to ask this question to you guys. I want to ask this question to you guys in the chat. Please let me know how you feel about this. Will the Marvel vs. Capcom series ever make a return, or is it dead?
I think it's dead. I want it to return, but I think it's dead because Disney owns the rights.
Yeah. I think Marvel's came too big now with their characters becoming more iconic on the big screen that they're starting to think, well, what does Capcom have? I know we were being fans in the 90s when a Capcom, Mega Man and stuff like that was a thing where you could have a fight with this or this, but I think now Marvel would rather say, I'd rather do Marvel versus another franchise that's tied to Disney than ever have versus Capcom with Street Fighter and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. I just woke up because I was sleeping. You guys talking about cartoons. I think.
Really though? I really, my man did. You were the worst. You were the worst comedian ever. What? That joke was like an hour.
Okay, well, you was talking for about an hour, but
yeah, but Rose, he's getting old, mate. He needs to sleep more.
He is getting old. He is getting old.
He's like, back in my day, a cartoon was hand drawn, and I used to like my hand drawn cartoons.
I'll say this. I agree with FK. I think the Marvel vs. Capcom is done just because there's a lot to go into, right? So I think the licenses changed so many hands since way back when. And and I don't think the interest is there as much. I think we remember it because it was nostalgic. It was great fighting mechanics. But I think for them to pull off so much to actually give us, so this is what's going to happen. People are going to want characters from the MCU, and they're not going to be able to give us all of those characters. And then that's what's going to happen. And it's going to be like, oh, they don't, and then they're going to be like, they don't look like the MCU. They don't talk like the MCU got so popular when the Marvel Avengers game came out. people was mad that the characters didn't look like those characters. How come
that-
they're not acted by them? Like, you know how much money that would cost?
I've
Yeah.
seen that backlash when a lot of people, when we grew up with the comic books and then the adaptations, we sort of had more X-Men 97, so we loved them original costumes.
Right.
And I feel like that's familiar to us, that if they put it in a Marvel game now and add up-to-date characters, it'll be good for the new audience, but us will be like, what the hell's that? That's not our Wolverine. So that's not our...
So I'm in agreement with all of you guys on this one, and I can't believe I'm about to say this because that is like my favorite fighting game of all time. And that was before I even knew how to actually play fighting games. I was just button mashing like a madman, and I would win, and I loved it. And I loved the fact that there was 3 characters, and it was more, it's more a selfish reason why I want the game. I want it because I want to actually learn how to play it. I want to like sit down and be like, okay, cool. I was great at this classic game. I am great at this classic game, but
You know,
the hoops they're going to have to jump through to go ahead and actually make this work. I'm giving up.
I think it's over. I think it's over, Obi,
Yeah.
because if you remember the last game, Infinite ruined
Infinite
the
was
franchise.
horrible. Yeah, it was.
It ruined the
Infinite was-
franchise. Like, that's it.
yeah.
But aesthetically as well, do you think people actually want 2D side-scrolling fighters these days compared to the sort of 3D space
Well, you
movement
see,
that we've got?
they came out with DFN Duel came out, a new
DNF
SNK
Duel.
came out. So there's
I mean, I
Yeah,
love
and then you got
Dragon Ball Z Fighters,
Dragon Ball Z
which is,
Fighters.
yeah. But
Yeah,
I'm just
I
trying
would
to say, for it to go mainstream with the name Marvel. I don't
Well,
think,
technically, isn't Street Fighter 6 a 2D side scroll fighter?
It is.
It is. So yeah.
Oh,
So they're
there you go.
technically still just because they're like I think it's called a reshade or like a redesign of the characters. Just because they're reshaded or redesigned to look more 3D-ish, it's still a 2D side scroll fighting with the same fighting mechanics or most basic fighting mechanics as 2D side scrollers. So yeah, there's still a market for it, but I think the hoops they're gonna have to jump through. Like, I wonder what it would cost just to get Iron Man. Like, I feel, and then that's hoping because it's going to be like Iron Man is going to be like a DLC because they had to pay so much, so they're going to have to make something back on it. You know what I mean? Same thing with like Spider-Man, 20th Century Fox and Marvel couldn't even get it together. That's why we almost lost. Who's the new Spider-Man? He almost didn't come back for part 2.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Yeah, he almost didn't come back for part 2 because of the dispute. So it's like, I get it, but yeah. I think I'm over it. I think I'm that ship is starting to sail, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm all good with it. It's all good. Well, I had great times, and it's cool.
Yeah. All right, so Mr. Urban is asking a new Pepsi drink. Since you want to bring up the new Pepsi drink, Mr. Urban, check this out, guys. This is I'm sorry. This is hilarious. This is gonna get funniest article of the night. Check this out. To rival the popularity of Sprite, Pepsi is ditching Sierra Mist in favor of a new lemon lime caffeine-free soda called Starry, with higher citrus flavors that are true to the fruit and more aromatic than Sierra Mist. Yes, this is a new drink. Why? I have no idea.
I want to try it. I want to try it.
Never tried Sierra Mist, and the idea of having something that tastes more like lemon and lime just puts me off. I just don't like lemon and lime as
Sierra Mist is pretty good.
So.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, this is how I feel about soda. In all seriousness, all soda tastes the same. It's like it's just different. Like,
wait, let me ask you a
Josh
question.
is in the building. What is going on? Glad you can make it. Glad you could be here. We all agree. MVC3 was
let me ask you
garbage.
this. You think? I know I'm sure you cannot say yes, but if you do, but you think Sprite and Pepsi taste the same?
No. I organize my soda into color categories. You have your dark soda and you have your light soda.
Gotcha.
And then you have your crazy color soda.
Well, I've tried Pepsi Max, right, with no sugar, but it's got caffeine. And then when I tried the no caffeine, you in the back of your mind, something's off, but it's close to the taste, but something's off, which didn't really bother me if it was cold. But what did bother me, the no caffeine was more pricey than the normal bottle. I'm like, if you're reducing stuff out the drink, you should make it more cheaper or affordable than
yeah. We're less 50% less sugar, 50% off the price too, huh? like that's what it should do. Now I will say this. He says red cream soda is so good. Yo, I'm not even gonna make this up. Yo, my wife turned me into a crack addict for this thing called ginger soda. I'm not a soda drinker. It's not something I really don't like to put soda in my body.
Right.
I kind of really pay attention to whatever I put in my body. Like I'm going to make it to 89. I need to get every minute and breath and fun out of this thing that I can.
It's called ginger beer, right?
Yeah, and I'm telling you now, I went bananas. Yo,
Strong,
I'm not even
bro.
making this up.
I got paid. Strong.
Yo, I got paid. This was over the summer. I got paid, and we went to. It's funny because we, if you're familiar with the area of New Jersey, we have this thing called Columbus Market. I went to Columbus Market, and we literally spent. I was like, I don't care. I set aside my $40 for this. $40 in ginger soda. It was amazing. That's the only soda that I think is amazing. Other than that,
well, I have never
Pepsi's
broke my
sugary
addiction.
than Coke.
I've never broke my addiction to soda. I went to Florida and it was that hot that there was a local store that only sold it in the fridge, and it was very ice cold. And because it was so cheap, I was constantly buying bottles of Pepsi Max. Yeah. And then when I came home, I never broke that habit. So a year came, 2 came, 3. I'm like, I need to get rid of this soda habit, but I knew where it started. I'm like, oh my God, I can go a little bit.
You want to know what's crazy?
Yeah,
I had a friend. I'm not even making this up. I had a friend, and the doctors told him like, "Yo, you're gonna be in some trouble if you don't straighten it up." And he's like, he wasn't like, not that he wasn't going to the gym, but he's not a gym guy. That's not his thing. This dude, I'm not even making this up. He stopped drinking soda, and he lost like 50 pounds in 8 months. Wow. Just from drinking soda. All he did was he replaced the soda with water. It's so and it was crazy because I remember the first like 2 weeks he was like this, man. And I was like, and like he would laugh about it whenever it would happen. He would come up, he would be like, "Yo, see, it's happening again," and we would laugh. He's like, "Man, I really want one." And I'm like, "No, you can do this." Like we encouraged him to get through it, and he like literally went from soda to water. And I think he lost like 50 pounds in like 8 months. And all he did was just change out the soda with water, and he would walk 20 minutes a day, change everything. And I was like, whoa.
Well, I want water, but in my tap, it's very ionized copper taste. My water, it's not that refreshing quench first. We go, it's like you can taste the water pipe.
I got something for you, guys. I got a review that will be coming out. This has been out for a while, and I'm so late to doing it. But have you guys ever heard of Circle? So no. Circle is a way to help people get into water. So if you don't like water because it has no taste, like my wife, she hates water, so she kept hearing about Circle, and almost a year ago, so she got it. What Circle is a water bottle that has a filter, the filter has the taste inside of it. So, but it's made with a nozzle, and you could turn it all the way to the right, which says water. Then when you drink it, it's only water comes out.
I know what that is. Cindy got one of them. Okay. What you're saying, I'm like, and they got the different flavors, right? You can put the
This thing itself comes off. So the way it goes is the tip of it that you drink out of actually comes out, and it itself has the actual stuff inside of it. So it's all natural. It won't, no sugars, blah, blah, blah. But what makes it special, so wait, hold on. If you was to buy Crystal Light or whatever, the stuff you put in water, this lets you dictate how much you want to taste it. You turn the nozzle, go click, click. If you want it all the way water, you sip it, you get no taste. Turn it all the way full blast, you be like, oh God. Turn it in the middle, so it's up to you how much taste you want, and you could do it on the fly. I had a review out.
Yeah, I see where the advertisement was like, us humans, we actually taste before we actually smell something before we actually taste it. So it was like a sort of a thing that you put on your water bottle, and then say it smelled of strawberries. You just drank the water, but you got that hit of strawberries, and it ticks the taste buds to believe it was strawberry flavored. And I was thinking to myself, but the cost was so expensive for a water bottle and these lids that I thought. I mean, like I said, I don't hate water. I just gulp it down. It's just the fact is it's very coppery that you can just.
I think what got me into water was when I got into the gym. I I was like, man, I realized like water's kind of like oil to a car engine, right? So it's like, oh man, like you're working, you got to get that water in you. So at first I hated the taste of it. And back in the day, they had this thing called Mio, M-I-O. It makes everything better. The commercial was so awesome. And it was like really weird. It was awesome though. But you would get it and then you could pour it in the top of your bottle or whatever. And like you kind of controlled the squirts on your own, how many went in there. And one day I ran out of Mio. And I was like, man, this stuff, like, yo, it was like $2, but like the way I was using it, it was like, what was the point? I was basically making Kool-Aid. So why am I doing this? And then it hit me like, you know what, yo, you're just going to have to power through this. And so what I would do is I made sure when I started in the gym, it was kind of coming out of like that April into like summertime where you're just so hot. And I would just literally, no AC in my car, I would just sweat. And it was like, okay, but I got my frozen water. That was the only thing that would keep me cool. And that's kind of how I just continued to drink water and get away from a lot of soda.
I love soda, man. I drink soda like every single day.
Good for your insides.
Oh man.
Listen,
See, I went to my dentist once.
Baby.
I went to my dentist once to whinge I'm drinking too much soda, and she's a lovely woman. And she went, "You only live once." And I looked at her going, I know that it's her job to fix teeth that's corroded, but I looked at her and went, thanks, love. You're supposed to give me some positive life advice, like stop drinking soda. You only live once. If you want to drink soda, drink soda. And I was like, yeah.
He was like, damn. Okay.
All right. So, guys, listen, I want to touch two more things, and then I think we're going to end this. We're coming up on the hour. I want to thank you guys for hanging in there. I know we started 5 minutes late. I thank y'all for y'all patience. I don't know if you guys have talked a bit about it. Did that just happen, right? All right. So listen, I don't know if you guys have talked about this, but this is a game changer. PlayStation 5 is going to include a full Discord support. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah.
If you have,
I've seen it on Xbox.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. So Rose, you might be a little late to the party, but Xbox had it like 2 years ago. So the thing is, people are like, really? So everybody's mad. Like the Jersey, I know he's like, finally. I'm like, bro, they're getting it. Calm down. But they announced this 2 years ago. I'm like, well, they're still getting it in March.
Well, I'm really happy because as a PC
I don't
gamer,
even use it.
I've been using.
I need somebody to explain what this actually means because I have Discord. I'm horrible at it. Like, have you guys been in my Discord? To anybody who's in my Discord, I'm so sorry I'm not super active. I'm trying. I got a lot of stuff happening here, all right? I got to go to work. I got to go to gym. I got to learn to play on the hitbox, and Cowboy thinks he's really beating me when I'm playing on the hitbox. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's just too much. It's the pressure. The pressure.
Calm down, man. Calm down.
Wait, I need somebody. I thought somebody was gonna come in with the Ray Finkel pressure. What do you know about pressure? No, nothing. No Ace Ventura. Okay, go ahead, FCat. My bad,
bro. I think it's for like crossplay. Like,
yeah,
if you're playing against somebody on another platform, or maybe like PlayStation Party doesn't let you have so many people in it.
Well,
I see what you're saying. So like when I hosted Monday Night Fight, shameless plug, and instead of doing it on this panel, I use my Discord and people can join in.
Yeah.
So imagine this, Rose. People could join in Discord on their phones, on the PC, on the PlayStation, on the Xbox, because it'll all be Discord.
What's funny about this is because when the Switch came out, they never had any
Discord. I'm so
when
serious.
The Switch came out, they never had no party chat, and Nintendo said, why should we have a party chat when people use the phones and other devices to talk? And I was like, that's what I do. I talk on Discord on my phone, and I speak to all the people that might be playing Xbox or PlayStation. So I was there years ago in the mindset, but when I tried to get people on board, just put Discord on your phone or your device. They were so ingrained to have the party chat with Xbox or PlayStation 5. So I would love them to be, when they see that integrated in PlayStation, they think, let's all just unify under Discord, and then we can all chat and laugh and joke without being limited by these party chats only on.
Bro, don't just stop going to Obi's Discord and come over there. Now your mama knows. It's the community. It's the community Discord, okay?
Listen, Holtz, we're listening to you, but listen, Rude Diggs just one-upped himself. Rude Diggs is honorary Oos at this moment. He is like 2 for 2, okay? Obi's Discord is a ghost town. He needs a mod. Yo, you're not lying. And I don't even know how to set up a moderator for Discord. Hell, I tried to set up my moderator for this. That mod bot ain't going off. And the whole show. The whole show.
Well, right there. I mean, this is a problem. You know, if your Discord's like a ghost town, who are you gonna call?
There goes Buster. Yes. Yes, Holtz. Holtz did it, ladies and gentlemen. Holtz did it. Yo, on that, Holtz is the honorary use as well. We got 2 honorary uses in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Holtz and Room Digs. That's what I'm talking about.
So, Holtz,
Cowboy, tell us what you're having.
All right, so I got some tater tots with cheese, some mac and cheese, and what is it called? I'm not a meat guy. Pork chops.
Pause.
You're not a meat guy, but you don't half love that cheese. You said cheese,
Oh, man,
cheese,
that
and
cheese.
more
Yeah,
cheese.
bro. You already know.
All right. So, guys, this seems really cool. I'm late to the party, so pardon me. All right, guys, now you know, we got to end it here. I like to talk about wrestling. You know. We have to end it here.
I don't want to interject. Could you just say one thing about Stadia? Stadia is close. Today's the last day. So, and I know you came onto it late, but I would love to hear you just give one, like, your last speech or your thoughts on Stadia.
Right.
It'd be
so
cool.
Listen, this is how I feel about Stadia. I thought that was the greatest idea I've ever seen anybody come up with, because I had always been wondering where video gaming was going. We always thought it was going to be consoles. And the fact that you could cloud game, I mean, my mind was literally blown away. I actually was about to order an Android mobile device, which is not something I do, just so my son could be able to play that PJ Masks game. That was insane. It sucks that it went down because, 1, a lot of people lost their jobs. 2, a lot of content creators kind of bounced. And I hope, that they continue to produce and do more content. But there's beauty in everything, right? They say there's beauty in the ashes. He can find our beauty in the ashes. He does it. And I'll say this. Because of those ashes, because of the fire that was lit, I've met some wonderful people. Holtz, I got to meet FCAT, Mr. Urban, Lion, Rue, and the list goes on. A-Town Down, Ron. Woo! I mean, the list goes on and on and on. You guys have all showed me. I didn't think that. And listen, I'm not a mega celebrity, right? I don't got 30 million followers, and I can promise you this. I'm not even making this up. Let me blow up. All y'all getting a check. And I'm being dead serious because you guys were here at the start.
Somebody clip this.
Clip it. And I promise you, when we're all listening,
I'm
we're all sitting in Roasting Industries, you're going to be like, yo, he called it, yo.
I've already clipped Cowboy. When I make it big, I'm going to fly you over here, Holt. Like that. I'm putting that in the bank. I'm getting a free trip to America. Woohoo.
Yeah, that's how it's going to happen. But I'm really, really sad because, listen, you know how many gamers that bought into the community? How many people were like, really? Okay, cool. Let me try this out. The fact that you could literally, I could not believe this. Hey, I need help with a game. Okay, cool. Instantly. Let me show you. And listen, it's kind of impressive, right? PlayStation can do the same thing, but not at that quickness or crispness, I guess, if that's a word, that it did it. And I'm like, man, all you guys have made me who I am today. Not who I am today, but with this channel, who I am today. We come here, we laugh, we get to talk, people get to join, we get to have fights, like we get to throw shade, but it's not really shade, it's all love. We're all just helping each other get through the day. You guys honor me by allowing me to spend, the 5 o'clock rush hour home with you guys. And I love that. I get to sit here, we get to talk. And seriously, if anybody's ever going through something, come on. I'm not telling you to air all your business out, but listen, we're here. We're a community, and that's what community should be. And I feel like Stadia understood community, and community is a very, very big thing for me. Community is your true family. Community is really your true family. I know people who don't even talk to their brothers and sisters, right? But they got a community of people that they can talk to if something bad happens. That's how we stay alive. That's how we continue to push forward. Rose 2024. Don't do that. No, I'm just messing around. But you guys get the point. So I'm sad that it has to go. I wish everybody the best. I can't wait to see what happens with you guys. But I'm wishing everybody the best.
So,
So,
quick question, Obi.
mm-hmm.
Say Apple releases a cloud gaming service where it's its own ecosystem, you have to buy the whole game all over again. Would you do it?
No. I don't do. Let me tell you
That's
something.
that.
You said the magic word. You said if Apple. Listen, I'm an Apple fan. Listen, if there was an Apple fanboy, it's me. Oh, why would I ever buy a regular Chromebook? Why would I buy an Asus? I'll get a MacBook because it's the greatest. Vet Cloud Gaming. Yeah, I'm calling you out. I saw you on Twitter the other day. This is no shade, bro. But yeah, I was trying to let you know. I'm gonna tell you my Apple experience with gaming. I went and got a MacBook Pro, and I literally got Steam, and none of my games worked in the library. None of them. Not like, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So I had to turn around, sell that, and end up with an Asus. Guess what? Let me tell you something, FCAT. Even with their phones, Apple releases an iPhone 15 tomorrow. God bless them. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait 2 years to get it. It's the iPhone 11. All right, and I'm okay with it. Yo, because they products are not cheap. That's simple. They got
Then like,
$500 headphones.
then like Apple promises AAA games and all that, just like Stadia did.
Yeah, it would be wild. It would be wild. But all right, guys, listen, we're gonna end here in like the next 5. We're gonna do 9 more minutes. 9 more minutes. All right. But I want to spend these 9 minutes talking about wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. This might be spoiler to some of you guys, but I gave you a week. All right. We done had Friday Night SmackDown. We done have Monday Night Raw. Today is Wednesday. If you haven't watched it by now, I don't know what to tell you. But yo, I gotta hand it to my man Gunther. He is still the undisputed Intercontinental Champion of the world. That's all I got to say. Come on, let's give it up for Gunther, everybody.
Yeah. That was a good match. And bro, he beat Braun Strowman. Like,
Listen,
wow, that's a big feat.
Yo, here's the crazy thing. I love Braun Strowman. Yo, that's my dude. Yo, I love that dude. But I didn't want to see Gunther lose. But I thought he was going to lose because they was in Braun's hometown. I was like, oh, man, yo, Braun about to lose Braun about to win this. This about to be bad for Gunther.
Not today.
But then when they gave it to him, I was like, yes.
Well, you know what the rumor is,
I mean,
right?
I wouldn't have been mad. I would not have been mad if Braun had won. But I was happy Gunther won.
Do you know what the rumor is?
No, sir.
They're building Gunther up to go against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the belt. That'd be kind of deep,
man.
That would be a big challenge for Gunther.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not impressed with Brock.
Okay.
I'm not.
I mean, you was going for 100 years. So
I know. I know the dude was the whole shebang, kit and caboodle. Yeah. But I mean, I would much rather Randy Orton come back and he be fighting Randy Orton. And I wasn't even there for Randy Orton. Randy just had the. You know what it is? Some wrestlers to me just don't have the look. It's like really, really weird.
What?
Like
the new Cowboy Brock. He wears a cowboy hat now. His beard got a. Oh man.
You know what?
Bro, he don't look like. He doesn't look like
wrestling. I stopped watching wrestling when Brock Lesnar beat Undertaker at WrestleMania.
I heard apparently a lot of people were mad about that. I didn't see that, so I couldn't.
I'm trying to think. Brock Lesnar, was he the one that done the F5?
Yes,
as his finisher.
Yeah. See, listen, certain wrestlers, I don't know, man. They don't look like wrestlers. It's like really weird. Like, all right, like KO. I like KO. I think he's a cool guy, but he just doesn't. Like his bark doesn't match like his look. Like, you know, people say like the bark doesn't match the.
See,
like
last time I heard Brock Lesnar, didn't he go to MM? Didn't he become an MMA fighter as well?
He did.
That's the same
I think he was an MMA fighter.
He was.
Yeah, he
won the belt. His third match.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's super crazy. Yeah, I could see people being upset about that, but
and he had to step out because he had diverticulitis, where it's like issues with your intestines. So he had to have his parts of his intestines removed.
Oh,
so
that's
to see him back wrestling.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not dissing the guy. Listen, I'm not dissing any of these.
You just don't have to look. Listen, the cool thing with wrestling is you like people for their gimmicks, their looks. Usually the looks first. You're like, okay, That's my dude. Then you see they gimmick, is see if they can cut a promo. You like they wrestling. So for whatever reason, he doesn't do it for you. He was never on my top list, but I always respected him because he's
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not hating on him, but I just like for me now that I'm back, yo, if anything, you want to know who should have that belt? Yo, you about to be mad at me. You know who should have that belt? You about to be really mad at me. Hey, town down. All right, that's my man, bro.
No.
Austin
you want him to
Theory.
Have this belt?
Oh, absolutely.
I thought you would want Austin to have the big belt.
Nah. Theory's not big enough for the big belt.
Well, he already got. So here, let me just break it down for you.
You know what? He doesn't. In my personal opinion, he doesn't cut promos like Roman. Like if you hold that tight, listen. This is my personal opinion. My greatest favorite wrestler of all time is okay. My favorite wrestler of all time is I just lost his name, Razor Ramon. But my favorite wrestler of all time is The Rock. I know I'm saying it wrong. Oh, the best wrestler of all time.
No, you're wrong. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, like The Rock was super electrifying. Like nobody can match that energy. And when you go to cut a promo, you either got to be there, followed by Razor Ramon, The Rock, and then you got to be there with Stone Cold. And Roman's there. I think he does it. A-Town doesn't have it. A-Town is like almost like the start of D Generation X in my head. Yeah, I feel like he could be a part of DX.
He just started wrestling like 2 years ago. I mean,
oh yeah. See, he's still young. Like he's got to grow into.
My man is only 20. He just turned 25.
Yeah, I think and that's what I'm saying. Like I get that, but I don't think he should have he shouldn't have
the big belt. Nah. I got you.
Nah. He could take the Intercontinental. I think he's good for the Intercontinental.
But see, the thing is with the Intercontinental, what you're not looking at is it's parallels. So on SmackDown is the IC belt, on Raw is the USL belt. He already has the USA belt. So it'd be like they wouldn't let him have both.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's the same belt.
It's the same. I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay, so then he got it. So then we
got it. He got it.
Yo, what we talking about? Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
I gotta address this comment, Mr. Urban. Let me tell you something. The Rock is the most electrifying sports entertainer of all time. Let me tell you something. This man walked into a ring and he would do something like this. Finally, The Rock has come back to Hitbox Rose's streams. And then this is where he would mess me up. He would be like, and the millions, and smell air. Millions. He smelled air. How do you smell air? Like The Rock smells air.
Rose, can I just say one thing?
And the crowd went crazy.
Rose, can I just say one thing? Just tag me in real quick. So I just have to agree with Mr. Urbanwell. If you want to see me whoop Hitbox Rose, give me a hell yeah.
Yo.
You know what?
Serious?
I used to love The Rock because he's like, do you know how I know what I'm saying is the truth? Because The Rock said so. And everyone's
or The Rock would be like, you know what, Holtz? What do you think about this? It doesn't matter what you think about this.
I'm gonna tell you.
Didn't The Rock used to say,
that's a Rudy Poo candy.
Yo,
I don't care. Do you know why I don't care about you, cowboy? Because then he's like you jabroni and stuff like you.
Like, yo, his trash talk was unparalleled. And then, and here's the crazy thing. I tweeted it earlier, but we didn't get to it. D'Lo Brown would have to walk with the head thing, right? Yo, The Rock would do that with The Rock getting up after he just caught an L was like he really got a second wind of life. It was almost like they shot him with adrenaline. Like literally, like you guys seen the movie Pulp Fiction where they stab her in the breast with the thing. Yo, that would literally be like The Rock getting up, and then he would put you in not the people's elbow, the rock bottom, and then he would hit you with and people would be going. Stone Cold great. He had one of the, I never forget. I seen it when they broke his music and my man kicked the glass and it shattered. I think that was SummerSlam or something. That was the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. But let me tell you something. You could not mess with The Rock. And when he became the corporate Rock, oh my God. Yo, it was wild. You can't touch that. So I don't know why you're sitting here saying Stone Cold. Stone Cold, like, I'm not hating on him.
You're
Stone
talking
Cold was
about-
that dude, but
You talking about
he's not The Rock.
when he was with Nation Domination?
Yeah, I think they were all
Nation of
together. They
Domination,
had
Rock?
Mabel. The Nation Domination was with
Yeah.
the Corporate Rock, Vince
What?
McMahon, Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
Yo, it was great. The corporation was no joke, yo.
Why I used to love Stone Cold is because out of nowhere, in my mind, he's like the first wrestler that used to always run down the ramp and always help someone. A few punches, whack, stunner, one, a few more whacks, stunner, and people used to run off. Oh my God, they're scared of Stone Cold. And it was always like, if you wanted a wrestler on your side, it was him.
There you go. And then
when he was
might
Nation
turn around and stun
Domination,
you too.
when
And the
he was
rest.
with Nation Domination, he was bad, and people used to say Rocky
the
sucks.
No,
That was
Rocky
the corporation.
sucks.
That was the
No,
corporate
he's talking
rock,
about
yo.
before the no, he's talking about before the corporation. He's
That
talking
wasn't the
about-
That was
corporation.
before he
No,
became
before the
big.
yeah. When he was
That
That
Oh.
was
Ralph
before he
Maivia,
became big.
and then he first started becoming The Rock, he was down with D'Lo Brown, Farouk, and all them. They was like
Yeah, he was
Yo.
Nation Domination.
Nation
That's
Domination.
crazy. That's crazy. All right, guys. So listen, great show today. We are gonna wrap this up.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
give you guys all final words. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you do like, comment, share, and subscribe. We will be back Monday with Monday Night Fight. I forgot we were doing Monday Night Fights. We will be back Monday with Monday Night Fights. Oh, what you got for us? Give us your final words.
Do you know what? I've got nothing tonight because I feel like that I want to do some rest. Why?
Okay.
Like people getting ready to put the final stream for Stadia, so I feel like I should get some rest in and be refreshed tomorrow with me Lucky Charms, and I can tune in and watch the death, and I'll be like, oh, wasn't that a lovely 3 years? So
Okay.
and keep. Oh, actually, no, I lie. I think I'm going to finish the last two episodes of Bleach on Disney Plus, the 1,000-Year War. I still
Yeah, I
haven't
heard
finished.
I heard it's really, really good. I need to watch it. But I got a confession. It's hard for me to watch dubbed anime. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not dubbed. It's not
Subbed
dubbed.
anime.
It's first.
Subbed.
It's first in
Subbed.
Japanese, subbed, and then it's dubbed.
Yeah, no. If they don't have the English version, I can't do it. So I'm waiting for the English version to hit.
Oh,
Want to make?
the dub.
Yeah.
I mean, I was really
can't-
gutted because I've just missed out on my local cinema. There was that time I got reincarnated as a slime, the movie, and it was in Japanese. I really wanted to see it. It was yesterday, and I totally forgot about it. I was like, oh, because once it airs in Japanese, sometimes it's very hard to actually pick it up again. Certain, ways to officially get it. So I was gutted, but yeah, I might relax.
Listen, you're gonna get to see it, and I want to know how it is. Just throwing that out there. Cherry Man Gaming, what is going on? Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. Cowboy, give us your final words.
You sure?
Oh wait, because I'm gonna ask you to tell us what you're doing today. FCAT, your final words, buddy.
My final words, I'm going to quote the great maker of chaos and Aminar, and that is Rip
Here we go.
Stadia.
Yeah.
Rip Stadia. Stadia is dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you hear it, folks. You heard it right there. Words of wisdom from F the Cat. We love you, F Cat. That was awesome. Cowboy, tell us what you're doing tonight, then give us your final words.
So FCAT wants to say Stadia's dying. And you know what I gotta say on this last little bit of time? The Cowboy has did something unthinkable and unremarkable, and everybody in the whole Stadia community, there's not one person that could say they did the unthinkable and the remarkable. The Cowboy has streamed 30 straight days of Stadia. So when the dust has settled and people look back and say, oh, the Cowboy used to like Stadia, he had a problem. Shut your mouth, because the Cowboy has done the unthinkable. The Cowboy is the one that did the unthinkable, the unstoppable. Let me tell you this. The Cowboy is the king of content. The Cowboy is still the Stadia content creator. The Cowboy is still the Cowboy of Stadia. I made Stadia what it was. I put Stadia on the map, and there's some people out there that think they did Stadia justice, but they didn't because it was me, and I will help put Stadia in the ground today, and all the fakes out there that said, I love Stadia and I wanted to succeed. Shut your mouth. You didn't, because you didn't care what games you played.
Okay, Cowboy. Just tying the two subjects in.
Pro with them trash games that Google thought this was the way, and it wasn't. So what the Cowboys doing today is helping with the shovel and put Stadia in the ground in its proper burial place. Because all the phonies who say, I'm doing a stream on the last day, shut your mouth. I did a 30-day stream until the last day. And I will be standing here putting Stadia in the ground the proper way. And all the phonies and fakes that showed up on the last day, shut your mouth. The Stadia Cowboy is here. And don't worry, because I will give Stadia his proper burial. And you will sit back and watch. Now, you might fake the funk and sit with your little controller and play Stadia. You see that? Founder controller. Day one. You might be like, I'm playing Stadia. It's dying in 30 minutes. Or I can't stay up that late. Shut your mouth. The Cowboy will shut it down. So, Rose, when you ask me what I'm doing,
To be honest, that's my excuse.
11 p.m. tonight Eastern, I will stand right here and I will stream for 4 hours straight. On top of the 30 days already straight, no day off. And I will stream and play Stadia and talk about the good times. And trust me, I'm going to talk about the bad times. And my channel is like the archive. Everything that happened, I got a video. Tonight, I'll be showing videos. I'll be putting people on blast. I'll be laughing, joking. And I will wait till those servers go off and properly put Stadia in its resting place. And you will know that I was the one that made Stadia great. And I helped build this community with bricks on my back. So they will remember that the Stadia Cowboy was here. I lived, I loved, and it was epic.
And everyone, if you want to watch this show, it's a pay-per-view Stadia Slam Buried Alive match. Cowboy versus Stadia.
Oh, man. Get me off of here, man. I'm out of here.
Y ahora,
Isn't it?
tu madre lo sabe. And now your mama knows. You know what? I'm sorry. I didn't know Cowboy was going to go on a rant. I should have put him up on the screen. Forgive me, Cowboy. I wasn't even thinking. That's my bad. You know what? Next time you decide to go, give a brother a warning so I can go ahead and put you up there. What's going on? It
reminds me of a pay-per-view event, like, you know, Buried Alive, Stadia Fest, Stadia Slam. The Cowboy is going to finish Stadia. Like,
yeah. Well, listen, guys. Cowboy, forgive me. I didn't see you there. I got to tell you, I'm sorry. I should have put you up on the big screen. My bad, bro. I wasn't.
It's all good. You should have put me on there from the moment I started speaking. But I digress.
Y ahora, tu madre lo sabe. And now your mama knows. All right, guys. So listen, we will be back next Monday. Oh man, yeah, we'll be back next Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel. We will be hosting Monday Night Fights. Might put out a panel, see if we're gonna do Dragon Ball Z. You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys now. I do believe Lethal will be back, so we will be doing Dragon Ball Z Fighters first. And then from Dragon Ball Z Fighters, we are going to be probably getting into some Tekken. But we're going to have a blast. If the Fighters is going well, we'll just stick there. But other than that, we'll be back. Same bat time, same bat channel. Holtz, anything else you want to say, bro?
ooh. Goodbye, everyone. Good night.
Goodbye and good night. F-Cat.
Nah, I'm good. See y'all later.
Keep the vibe, F-Cat. Keep the vibe. You got to come on like, yo, I'm good. See you later. F-Cat, you get one more chance.
I just want to say one last thing, Rose. Thank you for allowing me to enter the chosen zone.
All right, we got to do this again. We got to get some more life in here. All right, Holtz, final word.
Final words. You have now just entered the chosen zone.
F-Cat, final word.
Chosen zone.
Yo, F-Cat, Death Cap for the win. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
He's that laid back. That was him actually shouting. He's like, oh, there's yours.
You know. All right, Cowboy, take us out. What do I love to say?
Life is a game.
Vida es un partido.
Make sure you play.
Vamos jugar! And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. I'll catch y'all on Monday.
Hey, what's going on, guys? That was so much
That
fun.
was so
We had
much
a blast.
fun.
We had a blast through it. We got to play some video games. We got to have some good conversation. There was a bunch of energy. It was awesome. Yo, I had a blast. I hope you guys had a blast. I'm very humbled because you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to spend this time with me. So I'm very, very grateful. If you want to see more content like this, it's very simple. All you got to do is like, comment, and please, please, please subscribe. If you want to go ahead and you want to throw a tip in the tip jar, that's simple as well. All you have to do is check the description. The link is in the description. Any and all tips are appreciated. Until I see you on the next time, God bless you and you have a wonderful day. Peace.